today we have a 2008 Infiniti G37, and the issues is that the hood latches are malfunctioning. What I mean is that you click the hood latch from inside of the cabin and either one side unlocks or the other side. Usually I had the same issue in my car. It's usually this one, and people say they just change the hood latches, but I'm gonna teach you guys today how to just
change the hood release wire.
Yeah, just change the wire and just check the hood latch itself to see if it even is messed up. Yeah, because usually it's just the hood latch wire being stretched out over time. Especially if you work under the hood a lot, the wire starts to stretch out and then it doesn't keep the tension, which means that it don't have the tension when you pull it from inside of the cabin to even release and let the hood come up. So this car had the hood locked down for a couple of days. And the way you can get around that if your hood is locked down and you think it might be the wire or the hood latch, all you gotta do is just take out the tire, get under.
You just gotta open the fender liner.
Yeah, if you have clearance. But in this car, we don't really have much clearance. So if you have the clearance, just take off the wheel fender liner.
You can show them the clip inside here that you gotta press.
Yeah, and then just I'm gonna actually take the whole latch and just show them the latch in general. But you stick your hand in there and I'm gonna show you a button to press on the latch so you can release the latch manually. And you gotta do it on both sides depending on which latch is malfunctioning. But it's usually this one, mainly because the wire is low. I also forgot to mention on the intro that this does work on VQ cars, you know, Infiniti, Nissans. They usually have the same system. So this method could work for both the type of cars. Okay, so this is the latches that go in Infinitis and Nissan. They're usually the same. This is the passenger side. The way you can tell is that the sorry for the noise, we're taking down the bolts right now. The way you can tell is that it comes with a sensor wire. That's for the car. The driver's side does not have that sensor wire. It plugs in right there. You can also connect this wire by getting behind the fender liner because it is tucked in there. I'll try to show you guys later, but usually the way it works is it sits in the car like this, and the hood pin will come in and it'll push this mechanism and then it'll lock. So it'll lock like this and keep your hood down. Now the wire itself goes tucked in there in that little groove and then puts pressure on it. So the way to release it when you're trying to get it from under the hood is that you'll see the hood latch, because you'll notice it by this little spring, and it's right under the top of the spring. So right now it's locked, and when you push the button, it opens. Now you got to push it outwards in that direction, you know, trying to stretch out the spring. I'll do it one more time for you guys. So the hood comes in, it pushes down. Jesus Christ, this thing is new, sorry, and it locks. See, the pin is locked. So this is the replacement hood latch release cable. The really long wire is obviously for the passenger side, and the shorter wire is for the driver's side. Now, this is the mechanism, and this is where it tends to fail. So again, the cabin latch, which is its own separate wire, will connect in there. And then when you pull on the latch from inside, it'll pull both of them simultaneously. That's why it has the little thing right there. So it'll pull both of them at the same time and it'll release the cable. The latches actually, you'll open the latches that you get access to the hood. Now, what tends to happen is that the wire over time tends to stretch. You see it's kind of braided. The middle wire is a braided wire. So over time, it tends to like detangle itself. You gotta understand it's under tension all the time. So especially if you're a person that works under the hood a lot, this tends to happen. So yeah, you can see it right here. If I pull them both up to the loose position, you see that the wire's sticking out. Try to get this all in the same angle. And then when I pull it, it pushes the wire in, which would release the latch. Now what would happen is that when the wire is stretched and this is pulled by you in the cabin, it would not go in. It will stay like this, which will not put enough tension on the latch and will keep the latch closed. So when you go to replace the wire, That's the driver's side. The wire entire mechanism, you just pull this back. On all Infinitis, kind of the same. And then if you see, hold on, I'm trying to get the angle right. Right there, you hold this back, bro. All right, right there.
I can show it. Hold it.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, show it to them. That's the mechanism right there. So it runs from there. It goes to the first hood latch, which is right here. It goes under the hood inlet. Yeah, this is all the wires are braided towards the front on this model. And then it comes around to the passenger side, and there's the wire right there and connects to the final latch. Yeah, so you would have to
remove the bolts on this.
You know the size for these bolts is 10 or 12?
10 millimeters.
So 10 is a couple bolts.
And
you
right
take
here,
the hood inlet latch off.
Right here it's all 10, and there's 3 12s. 112 right here, 112 right here, and 112 right here, and the rest is 10.
Okay.
So take the hood latch off.
Yeah, so this car has a bracket.
And this actually comes up.
Other Infinitis don't have a bracket. Other Infinitis might be like just barefaced like this, but this car has a bracket. But any of the screws you take off from there won't really have to do anything else. You could go ahead and just these are the two main wires, the two main screws though for the latch itself. Okay, so we just disconnected this is like the housing for it that I showed you guys earlier. There's a
cover for it we took off.
Yeah, there's a cover for it that we took off. And we just disconnected from the main wire to the cabin. All you gotta do is
hanging back here.
Yeah, it's hanging back there. All you gotta do is just take the cover off, expose it, and then literally just pull the wire up. Like just pull it up like that. Just like these, I'll show you right now. I'll just show you one. You just put pressure on it and the wire will come up. Just like that. The wire just comes right off. So you could just do that. You don't really have to. You can just take it off entirely. This is the driver's side, the shorter one. That's the passenger side, which is the one that's stretched out. I'm pretty sure this is where the issue is. Let me get it to focus. Yeah, I showed the new one. The plastic piece completely broke off, and that's why it was not working. Again, I'll show you one more time, guys. Let's pretend that this is the wire that's coming from the cabin. All we're gonna do is put this wire in here and feed it through there and make sure it's over this piece right here.
It's like in the middle.
Yeah, make sure you just wedge it in there so when you pull it, it pulls both the wires at the same time. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm gonna show you guys. This is how the wire will go into the mechanism. Just make sure you're close enough so they can see. So first, just grab the end piece and put it through there. Loop it in there. See how it's kind of held by? The focus right there. You see how it's the hanger itself is actually holding the wire. Then you grab this. It has like a little dip in it. Just grab it and push it in there. It's like a little space for it. And then push the wire in a little bit so it won't come off. And then you see right there, that's how it works. So then we're gonna push it back through. Make sure it doesn't disconnect like it just did on mine, but it's gonna take some time, but just be patient. Okay, so we just finished up changing the wire. Just give a quick overview. Again, the hood latch wire starts from the driver's side under this fender for the G37. Mostly for all the cars will be on this side because the release switch is right there, the thing that you pull. Yeah, and then the little the piece that we actually changed, which is from this point forward into the two wires. The first wire, which is the driver's side wire, went, we already clipped this down, but it just went under the bracket straight into the hood latch. And then the other wire for the passenger goes over into that lock we told you about. Then it goes through here. There's a lock right here, under here, and a lock right here. Just be careful with this. I guess when we took this off before, we put it back down on the wire. So just be careful about that. And then the wire comes back out through here, under the bracket, and into the latch. Now we're gonna test them both out. This is the one that was failing before. I just have to put the phone down real quick. Just to, yeah, so I have to just push it down my finger, and it locks right there. We also tried out the other one. So they're both locked as if the hood was closed, as if it was locked through here. We're gonna test it out, see if it works. Ready? Yeah. Okay, you see? it worked on this side and it worked on this side. So I'm pretty confident that it'll work if we bring the hood down. All right, so just gonna test it out. Okay, so they're both closed there. Go ahead. And boom, they both are locked. Very simple.
Like fucking 4 months when we fucking open the hood.
Yeah, the hood was locked shut. So again, it might not always be the hood latch. How much was the hood latch you bought?
The hood latch was like $80 some at Z1, 80, like $90.
90 bucks at Z1. He bought 2 of them. This is a brand new one. Then he has another brand new one right here. So obviously, you know, just check the wire, make sure the wire is good, and save yourself some money. Because how much was the wire?
The wire was like $138 for the driver's side and passenger side.
So 138 at
Just
Z1.
the driver's side, it's like $80.
Yeah, you can buy them individually. We decided to go buy the entire thing just to be safe. But there's something you can do at home. He took it to a couple shops. They
quoted like $350 to do it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of money for no reason.
Took us like an hour.
He brought it to the God and I fixed the issue. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.